So how's it going, Saints fans? Welcome to Talk Saints. This is my preview of Southampton versus Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. And the big news is that Morgan Schneiderlin is out, and is out for the rest of the season with knee ligament damage for around 4 to 5 weeks. That's the biggest blow that Ronald announced in his press conference. He also announced that Dusan Tadic will also be out with a slight groin issue that he's been having for a while. They decided to pull him out of the matchday squad because if he didn't get back to 100%, it could have been a problem going into next season. So it's a risk that we're willing to take going against Sunderland side that are, at their weakest. The fans are constantly on their back, it seems. But we have a voodoo against them from last season, as we all know. Was it 3 or 4 times? I think we went to the Stadium like last season, got nothing. One of them in the FA Cup, and we had a really good chance to go on and get to a Wembley semi-final or final, but we blew it. But to be honest, I can only see us winning this game with the way Sunderland are playing, and if we play the way that we did against Spurs, or even slightly under that level of performance, I think we'll still win. If I was to make a prediction, I would say a 2-0. Graziano to get 1, back on his goal scoring form, 2 against Spurs, and 1 against Hull, 3 and 3 for him at the moment. He's finally finding some form. And in the build up to this game, of course, J-Rod is back. Took part in his first training session. It wasn't a full training session, he's still in non-contact at the moment. Within the next week or so he's going to go contact in training, and then inevitably he will play an under-21s game, I should think, at some stage. Also, in build up to this game, there's been a lot of talk again about Nathaniel Klein, Jay Rodriguez, and Morgan Schneiderlin's future. Coman has said that they have given Klein 10 days to accept the contract or to move on, in essence. Coman has also said that it's the maximum the club can give him. But Les Reed, Director of Football, of course, has come out and said that it's looking promising. I think it was TalkSport he was talking to. So that's promising. And he also said to Sky Sports that Schneiderlin and J-Rod would not be going. Now, I've no reason not to believe him. When Ralph Kruger came out last year and said, after all the exodus had happened with our 5 players going, after that he said Morgan Schneiderlin and Joe Rodriguez would not be leaving the club, and they didn't. So I've got no reason to not believe the board. I have complete faith in them and in Koeman. So personally, I don't think they will go unless the offer is ridiculous. At least 30 million for me for Schneiderlin. Everyone's saying on 20 million, but we sold Luke Shaw for 27 million. It's got to be more than 30 million for me to let Morgan Schneiderlin go. But in terms of this game, Victor Wanyama was back from his suspension for 10 yellow cards, I think it is. That's big. With Schneiderlin not being there, that is a massive recall to be able to have Victor back in the side. I would like to see Alderweireld go back into centre back though, and possibly Stephen Davis go into defensive midfield, just to get Fontaine and Alderweireld back in that centre half position. The only team news I've heard from Sunderland is that Stephen Fletcher is not expected to be in the squad, which is, I don't know, with Stephen Fletcher, he might turn up, he probably won't. I had a fan, I don't think it may have been a Sunderland fan, on Twitter recently telling me that Stephen Fletcher was prolific. Let's just say I told him to look up the meaning of prolific, because he's anything but prolific. But yeah, overall I can see us getting 3 points here. I think Kelvin deserves a clean sheet, so I'm going to go for 2-0. If I was to go goal scores, Graziano and Mane, I think. The way he's played recently, he definitely deserves another goal. He's been vital for us this season with the amount of goals he's scored. So that's my preview of Southampton versus Sunderland. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy the video, please be sure to click the like button down below. If you're new to the channel, then please do feel free to click subscribe. Also down in the description, the link to Talk Saints Twitter is there. Please go ahead and follow that page. Many giveaways along with Saints rumours and news on that page, so do feel free. And until the next video, we will see you next time. Thanks very much for watching.